What's up, NASCAR fans? NASCAR Filter is back once again. I'm back from vacation, and boy, did I collect some awesome cars. Let me feed this real quick. Yeah, I collected nice cars today this year, and boy, was I lucky. One of them I got lucky with. So here are my NASCAR collection and some news about NASCAR 21. That game, I'm for sure, is gonna be a buyer and a good bargain with. I'm gonna try to be very very unique about it. That game feels like it's like another NASCAR Thunder 2003 game because that thing is like badass awesome. Those cars look so authentic to what the real cars look like on the track, and hopefully we'll find out what type of replay cameras we could find out. We don't know if the game even has replays, but for sure, my thoughts and prayers. Well, I'll say yes. I'm gonna try to get the championship edition because that game is so awesome. I'd love to get that game, championship edition. It's awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy it when the game comes out. It's gonna be one heck of a game in the ages. Why? Because it's unique, very realistic, and more detailed than usual. So I believe it's gonna be awesome. So here is my NASCAR collection. And this time, these are the newer cars that I picked up over there in North Carolina. These are cars that I really loved and I really enjoyed picking up. So here it is. Here is the 2021 pickup cars I picked up over there in North Carolina. This is the first one. This was the free car that I got over there, and I finally got it thanks to my cousin Nikki. This is Alex Bowman's number 48 Ally Bank 2021 Chevy Camaro, and boy does that car look sweet. I saw this guy win a Pocono in person. I'm glad he won, and I'm glad I had picked up this car. It was so rare to get this car in the 24 car. And also, what about the Gold Series edition cars? Yep, Chase Elliott number 9 Napa Auto Parts 2021 Chevy Camaro. I finally got it in the Gold Series, which is pretty cool in my guess. My favorite is because look at how the metallic blue looks with the light. This car looks sweet. I just felt bad for him in Pocono that the car got dinged up the way it did in Pocono, and I didn't want that to happen to him. But he came from the back, tried to work his way up to the front. He slowly progressed, but not as far as he wanted it. So talk about progression. What about this car, man? I had to pick this one up. I know people are ranting about it, but I like how the shades of white to light orange to deep color red, and then the black is in the back of the car. I'm glad that he picked up Lumar. And talk about Cincinnati, which is on Alex Bowman's car, on Kyle Larson's car. This guy has the paint scheme of Kyle Larson's car. And to me, I think that's going to be an interesting pickup for a diecast. Talk about diecast. What about this guy? Chase Elliott's Night Owl car. The Hooters Night Owl. It's a little bit weird, to say the least, that why would he pick black over white? I don't know. But, since he's doing a night race with this car, why not? So, Hooters Night Owl. I'll pick it up. A good thing I picked this one up because this car was so unique. This thing sold out last year, and I was shocked that it did the way it sold. Because remember, I think what's been rumoring around was this car, and the color combination he picked up was the reason why this car sold quickly. Talk about selling quickly. What about this guy, Noah Gregson's Bash Pro Shops 2021 Black Rifles Coffee. This car also sold pretty quick because of the race version, and they brought it back clean. This car last year won the Daytona 500, and I'm glad he brought this car back. The color detail is so unique to what Chase Elliott's car looks. His Cup car looks. It looks exactly the same, but the problem is, in 2020 he had to change his paint scheme a little bit more. Chase Elliott, but this guy never changes this paint scheme at all. Whoop! And it fell through the sofa. Yep. But don't get me wrong, the silver I think what catches my attention, and the bright vibrant orange and the yellow outline on the number was pretty cool. That was hair, sorry. That was little pieces of hair. But I can't believe he actually won with this car. Because all the Junior Motorsports cars were struggling. Except for the 8 and the 9 because they're working together. But this guy, when he won Daytona, everybody's like, damn, like, where did he come from? Like, I mean, the momentum he brought to Daytona was exactly what he wanted to bring again. This car came back at Daytona and it didn't finish well. But I'm glad that he won Daytona last year with this car. I like this car. I had to pick it up. Everybody was asking. Everybody was picking it up. I picked this one up just because it's part of Junior Motorsports. I wanted to get the 8, but the 8 car I wanted to get was actually the car that Junior's gonna race for Richmond 911. That car that I'm gonna pick that one up. Hopefully, try to pick it up because that car and all his Junior Motorsports cars are awesome. The one car I want to pick up was the Tire Pros car, which is Josh Berry's car. That one's awesome too. So, talk about Junior Motorsports. What about this guy? This guy I had to pick up. Michael Annett, Flying J, number 1 Camaro. The camera could focus. There we go. This car really caught my attention. All the vibrant colors and all that. This is why I pick up Diecast, because of the vibrant colors and all. This car is sweet. I stopped at a Flying J actually when we were traveling coming back to New York, and the place is pretty not some Flying J's are big but not as big as Love's. So but Flying J's is a very good place to stop and, you know, get a drink or a bite to eat. Talk about All-Star. What about this car? Chase Elliott's 2020 All-Star car that he raced at Bristol and won at Bristol. I was wishing that they would have put neons on the car. You can do that only if you got LED lights on. If you're a custom guy, if you get a chance to put LEDs on the bottom, that'll be cool because, you know, it'll set the tone high if you guys are doing like an all-star race or something. Not a bad idea. I don't know, what is that? A crack? You're kidding me. The black off the spoiler just came off. That's fine. I use a Sharpie anyway. It's just, you know, this is a nice car. I'm questioning about the number placement. I know a lot of people didn't like the number placement, but don't get me wrong, they did pretty good on the diecast. But they're planning on leaving the sponsor here at the back, the quarter panel right here, and moving the number forward a little bit. That looked kind of weird, but I think because they were trying to go with the way of the IMSA series a little bit. Because I know the IMSA series used to do that too. Put the number in the back of the car, like almost close to the rear fender well, and the sponsor on the door. That's basically what they were trying to go for, what Nascar was trying to do. But on a cup car, it doesn't look right. But, you know, talking about 2021, what about this guy? Ryan Blaney, Dex Imaging, Mustang, 2021. I had to pick this one up because my sister's got one. She's also got Advanced Auto Parts car. It's gonna be re-raced all the time because, remember, this car's gonna be reran over and over again. 2021. Holy cow! What in the world happened to Stewart Haas? Good thing I picked their cars up. Look at that. The new 2021 Mustang never changes. Never ever changes at all. Hopefully next season the next gen car looks good for the Mustangs. Look at where the number's sitting. Right on top, flush on top of the side skirt. That's not weird. I hope that's not an error because I don't think it is. Sorry on the car. Probably what the rear car looks like with the number like that close to the thing, but that's pretty cool though. The number the way it is. This Hunt Brothers Pizza Mustang, I haven't seen it raced yet, but hopefully he will. But, you know, remember, he's Kevin Harvick. Anything could happen. Talk about Kevin Harvick. What about his teammate, Cole Custer? Last year won Kentucky, and then this year no more Kentucky at all. He's been struggling. And yes, I was there Pocono, and I felt bad for him when he got wrecked by Keselowski. That was totally wrong what he did there with Cole Custer. And he claimed that he didn't do it. He didn't do it on purpose, dude. Everybody saw you. You turned this poor kid into the wall, and then you claim you didn't do it, dude. Everybody saw you. I'm hearing probably a little bit of rumors in the background saying, "Philly, you suck. You're not even a true NASCAR fan." Really? I was there at Pocono. I saw the whole crap. I saw the whole thing. That 2 car deliberately hit the 41 on purpose. I think what happened was the 41 wanted to pass a car in front of him. He made the right decision to take the move and go for it. But then the 2 came out of nowhere and just pile drived him to the rear. He comes in the pits after the race, and basically that's what the announcer told him. One of the commentators that were in the pits told him, "Keselowski, what was that all about, man?" I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's not my fault I hit the 41. Dude, like, it's always been nonchalant about you, Kez. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm going to just say this straight out. I dislike how you drive with these young guys. You don't give them a chance. You never give them an opportunity to make the moves. And by the way, you're in the Cup Series up against other professionals. And you and Logano are the same people all the time. Like, it never fails. But anyway, it happened to happen at Pocono, so you can't change the doubt. Talk about Stuart Haas. This guy came out of nowhere in New Hampshire. Short run car. Smithfield sausage and bacon. Number 10. I cannot believe this guy won New Hampshire. Eric Amarola. I was so eager to understand why did he win New Hampshire. And I believe that answered the call because he had a short run car. Talk about 2020. What about this paint scheme? Alex Bowman's, No-Co, Chevy Goods, Chevy Camaro. My cousin picked this one up for me. So did the 48. That was for free. One of his friends in Lionel Racing was so pissed at the fact that Lionel's giving Walmart and on Amazon a fight for their rights. And the cashier lady was not so pleased about the fact that Lionel is selling all the Nascars through Amazon and Walmart by bulk. Not by single car, by bulk. Why? Because that was the most stupidest idea I ever heard from Lionel Racing. They should never done that. Now the problem is Lionel going to last longer? We don't know. That's still up in the air. And basically, if something bad happens to Lionel Racing, they're probably going to be selling trains and not diecast anymore. So that's what my dad said. I mean, I'm a little bit mixed feelings about that, but we'll find out. 2021 this year has been really, really hard for me to pick up these diecasts. Of course, I got one more and a couple of more left, and that's it. There'll be more on maybe in the next video. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, or maybe Monday, because today I'm gonna be working night shift. So I'm gonna just show you guys these cars and then call it a day. If you guys are picking up NASCAR 21, if you're getting the Champions Edition or thing, it's the same game. Basically, the Champions Edition is the same game. It's just that they added the past champions. In my study, that's probably what they're gonna be doing, putting past champions in the NASCAR game. So, which is good because, you know, if you want to do like a what if, like storyline or career mode, like if Earnhardt needed another championship, or Jimmy or Gordon or anybody that was in the past that needed more championships that they had usually, like Alan Kowicki, he should have had like 2 or maybe more championships to be with Earnhardt or Jimmy or Gordon, whoever. He should have had more championships. I'm sorry, but he died too young. He was the Polish guy. He drove that number 7 Hooters to the bare minimum. He fixed his own car and whatever. But that game is gonna be awesome when it comes out September 28th. Put your pre-orders in, and hopefully you guys will be okay. So next, talk about champions. What about Jeff Gordon and his Wow, his iRacing car and his car next to it. I had to buy this one because, you know, this is my dad's car. He's racing in the ARCA series. Look at the difference between this car and Jeff Gordon's iRacing car. There is a difference, actually, because of the shade of blue that they had, not the pearl, but the shade of blue that they had on this car really set the tone high. I like how they actually put his paint